Good morning, it is Monday and it is the morning of my SIBO test. So I have not been able to exercise or do anything this morning. I didn't even particularly, even though I had the time, want to go for a walk because I'm not allowed to eat anything this morning. And I almost didn't want to encourage a bowel movement so that I felt hungrier. And I didn't want to exert energy when I can't eat. I'm not allowed to fall asleep. It just didn't seem like a good idea. So I have done nothing this morning other than a little bit of work before I got here. It's 10:30 now. My appointment's at 11, but I want to get around and find it and everything. And I think the best thing that I did for myself yesterday was eat so many slices of bread that I just feel like I am so full of bread still. I feel like my guts are tightly packed just with bread. I'm allowed to drink water, so I have been having my water in here because I have to have water ice cold if I'm going to drink water, just straight up. I always have a sugar-free squash in my water. I can't drink, I don't like to drink it without, not allowed that. There's several things I'm not allowed. But hopefully it will be over soon. I think I'm going to be here a good few hours. I don't think I will be eating till around 2-3 o'clock-ish. I know that they're going to test my breath I think there's 15-minute intervals, there's 40-minute intervals, and then there's after 2 hours, I think. So it's not going to be a short time here. And do you know what? I think as soon as I'm finished, I'm going straight to fucking McDonald's. I also am not allowed to take my morning sickness medication. So it's been interesting so far. I think it's going to get worse. I feels it. Okay, test all done. I don't think that was very fruitful, and I'll tell you for why. So my levels, as I was completing each breath, weren't changing drastically, and by no means do I know what I'm talking about, but I should, if I was positive for SIBO, I would have seen some drastic increases and decreases between my methane and my hydrogen that was being produced in my breath. So I felt very deflated by that. I got the questionnaire at the end of the session, and when I went back into the room for my final breath after 40 minutes, the lady was like, have you managed to fill in the questionnaire? And the questionnaire was very much like, what symptoms do you experience? And on scales of 1 to 10, how much are they affecting your life? So I was a little bit emotional because after watching the levels not change, I was not drastically enough anyway. I was like, they're just going to fucking write me off. They're going to write me off. I'm not going to get anywhere. And I'd got that into my head. And I just burst into tears. I just expressed everything I was feeling, that I feel like they're just going to do nothing now. It'll go back to the GP that referred me. He's shit. So, my hope for getting anything sorted, regards whatever the fuck is going on with my bowels, is here. And I said to her, it is taking over my life. It is. And it has been for such a long time, particularly post-show, but even prior to that, this was something that I experienced. It was asking me how bad my mental health was. I was like, it ain't great. And I was just very honest, and she said that she was going to bring up my name and my profile in a meeting that she has tomorrow. And then I've also got, weirdly, the appointment that I have in January with gastro at Grantham Hospital is with gastrosurgery. So I don't know what's going to come of that chat. I don't know what's going to come of anything that's happened today. What I am going to do is speak to a lady called Vicky Owens. Vicky Owens is Tiny Titan on Instagram. Now, Vicky is a coach. She's one of my best friend's coaches, and she has a medical background, and she's very good at fixing a lot of things through nutrition and stuff like that. So I have said that I'm going to have a consultation with her. I told Amy about it and proposed this. She was like, I want to be there so that I can learn. So at some point in the near future, I am going to do that. I have been approached by other coaches about fixing my bowels and the issues that I have with my gut. You may have also been approached, because that seems to be her marketing tactic. Is not qualified to do any of that. She's not qualified to fuck about with your hormones. She's not qualified to prescribe you with antibiotics. She's not qualified to read your bloods. She's just not qualified. Mads. On that note, I'm going to go in and get back to work. I feel very uncomfortable. It's 2:15. I did go to McDonald's. What did I get from McDonald's? A chicken wrap. All I want is fruit and vegetables today to clear me out, because I'm full of bread. Absolutely full of bread. Okay, I've just had to come out on my walk with Maggie because we're having a house viewing. And it wasn't to get us out of the house by any means. It was to escape the man that came to view the house. When you get that first house view and you're so positive and like feeling really hopeful, this man, first question, does it have a downstairs bathroom? No, we haven't magically managed to attach one since they took the pictures last week and since the floor plans were written up. If that is such a deal breaker, why are you even here? Time wasters, honestly. So I don't think he'll be buying it. If this is how this is going to go, I think I might just have to make myself like emotionally, physically unavailable throughout the process. Lads, it's actually 20 to 6 on Tuesday. Oops. I've had a very fucking weird day. A very weird day. I trained this morning, very good. My training sessions at the minute are great, like really great, surprisingly great. I got to work 9:30. I'm going on secondment. I'd like to say I was offered it, but I was kind of told it. I'd have taken it if I was offered anyway, so I'll let that slide. But I'm going on secondment. And I've just been soaking that up today. So I'm going on secondment to another team, the digital team, to work on disaster recovery. I'm actually very excited about it. I'll be doing that until the end of the financial year. And then a month after that, I'll go on maternity leave. Sick. So, yeah, I've just had a bit of a day where I'm catching up with everybody that I need to, working out what the fuck I'm going to be doing from next week. Yeah. That's it. That's my update. I've done fuck all steps because I didn't go out on my lunch because I was back to back. I back-to-backed myself today. Stupid cow. I've done 2,500 steps, so I need to go and do another 5,500, quick maths. And I need to go and do a bit of a food shop, not much of one, but like a few bits, and get myself ready for going into the office tomorrow, which... Ew. I am on the fence about whether I should be going in. I cannot control this cough that I've got. It's so bad and I'm just hocking my guts up. And it doesn't really feel like an office kind of thing to do. But I'll see how I get on overnight. If I have another night like last night, I'm probably going to work from home, because this inhaler and the 2 puffs I get a day, not really cutting it. Just been for a patch test for my hair on Friday, and I hate to admit that Emma was right, but God, she was. Like with the whole grey grow out thing, it's not half as bad. I would hate it so much more if I'd have left it this long with my old way that I was managing my grey. I am going to go lighter though, so that it blends even better. I love being proved wrong though, like fantastic. Good for you, Emma. I really, really want to tan because I feel like that will make me feel so much better about myself currently. I still haven't got around to doing my nails. I did them for the weekend and then they popped off on Friday. I don't think my Fix and Flash gel is working very well with my Miley set, because honestly they just all pinged off. I could just beep, 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 beep. I cannot believe how little like want I have to make an effort to do the things that I normally do, like tanning and nails. I just can't be fucking arsed. Come an evening, I just lie there like a potato on the couch after I've done all my stuff because I'm so tired. It would really, really help how I feel. I probably should do it. Hello, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and it is 6:15 in the evening. It's been a rest day. I was in the office, and by the time I got there, after having my head down the toilet when I woke up, it was about 9:15. So I didn't pick up the camera and vlog anything because I just wanted to crack on with my day, which was a sicky one. It wasn't great, man, like not at all. So I'm going to do my cardio now. And I'm going to just do as much as I feel I can, given the circumstances, and just make a good dent in it. I didn't do any over the weekend, so I am well behind. I think I've only done half an hour out of the 75 minutes that I don't do, yeah. And I'm okay with that because the whole objective of the weekend was to spend time with my husband, and if I'm out doing cardio and he's in the hotel room or just sat with Maggie, then not really achieving what I set out to do there, and I wouldn't have changed my weekend. So I'm quite happy that I'm behind, might not get it all done, and I'll just take the hit. But it is check-in day tomorrow. I don't feel any type of way. It's one of them that at the minute we're just surviving and not thriving. It is what it is. Whatever. So if I give up on them, I'm sorry. Hello, it's Thursday and look at me on a fucking lunchtime walk. Woo! I tanned last night, as you can tell from right now, and my check-in. I actually went to the gym and trained this morning, having not washed it off, and just looked like Oliver Twist the entire time. That's okay. But yeah, I'm out for a walk. It shouldn't be anything worth celebrating, because I used to be so consistent with this, but I think since I've been back at work and just had so much to catch up on, just been very guilty of leaving it, and that's not great. I don't want to do that and get in that habit. So, especially as I'm constipated as hell, so trying to get out and about, get some movement in. So just picked up one of these. Lactose free, love that for me. But yeah, my check-in regards like feedback and stuff. The check-ins that I do with Amy at the minute are more like informing her of where I'm at, what's happening to me, and a bit of accountability and just monitoring. In other off seasons, it's been about maybe pushing food up a bit more, doing this, so we're going to change that. It's just not that kind of off season, so they are just checking in on me, making sure I'm all right. And the training's still going well and offering suggestions where I need them. I've got my first proper because I've already had one with the NHS, but that was because we had some issues. But my 12-week scan tomorrow. So interestingly, the 12-week scan is not necessarily at 12 weeks. It's any time between 11 plus 1 or whatever I'll be, and 11 plus 1 and 12 plus 2 maybe. I think I've got a list of everything and at what point all of the scans occur in between what development windows. Yeah, 12 week scan, it's all going on. I'm excited and I'm a little bit nervous. I
think something that I've been a little bit wary of, and I know that it'll come as I grow a bump, as I start feeling it move, as it becomes a he or a she. I don't feel any emotional connection yet. Obviously, when I thought I was having a miscarriage and I was bleeding, I was very upset. So I know that I would be sad if anything happened to this pregnancy, but I don't feel like I love it. It feels like it is still very much a nothingness, and I don't feel pregnant as such. I just feel unwell a lot. So it's not anything that I feel emotionally connected to as a being, I guess. The experience, yes, but as a thing, I don't feel that yet. And I had a little bit of a, not a wobble, but just a chat with another friend of mine that's pregnant about that this morning. And this is her second. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. So I won't within reason, but yeah, just something I thought I'd mention, because if that's you, it happens. You do think of these things, you overthink a lot of things. I don't think that'll stop for the next 20 years. Whether you've noticed, but I actually haven't even brushed my hair since yesterday morning. And I've been to the shop, the gym, and on a meeting. That's the levels. Update. I've heard from the gastro secretary, and she said that the reason why they want me in for another SIBO test is because I've tested highly for methane. So I need a lactulose test. And you know what happens when I take lactulose. But this is extremely promising, and I've just looked at the differences in methanogen SIBO and the one where there's more hydrogen present, and it is so interesting. The symptoms are so spot on. I am positive they're going to get an extreme reaction from me when I take lactulose. Extreme. Now, it won't shock you, I still haven't brushed my hair. I'm going to wash it in a minute, ready for getting it dyed and washed tomorrow. Make it make sense. It won't shock you that I'm about to tell you that I've never tried heroin in my life. However, at the minute, I imagine that taking that first bite out of a pink lady apple that's been in the fridge feels like that hit. I might be wrong, but you know that scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse takes the hit and just kind of floats out of bed? Cold pink lady apples. That's me. I'm an addict. It's a lot cheaper, I imagine. On another note, less funny, less fun. I am having a mad sciatica flare-up. I usually only get sciatica when I'm stressed, and I'm not. So I imagine this is just second week back at work, sat in a chair. Can't be baby related yet. Surely that comes later. I cannot wait to get back in with Katrina. Fun fact, a few weeks ago, I vlogged that I'd got an appointment with Katrina. I turned up, went, haha, I'm pregnant, and she went, haha, fuck off then, basically. So I didn't actually have a massage, but I couldn't remember whether she'd said that she could massage me in my first trimester or not. So I turned up to say hello anyway, and then I knew I was her last client of the day, so I knew she'd be leaving early regardless. Yeah, I cannot wait to get back in with her. I think I'm in on the 22nd of December. Oh, it's going to be glorious. It's also Stranger Things Day to those who celebrate. Andy's at the gym now. I'm going to get Maggie her dinner, wash my hair, curl up on the sofa, and try and make it through an episode. I am getting better at staying awake longer at night. Isn't it a good thing? It's not a brag, is it? But it's not 6:30, is it? So, you know, I am having some form of social life and relationship with my husband at this point. It's 6:10. God, I look like such a scruffy cow. I haven't slept, well, I have, until 4:30. Got up for a wee. That was it. I fear there's a lot of that in my future, so I'll just get used to it. But it's clause 4. I bet everyone is screaming at me because I'm putting these on the wrong way. Am I? Don't know, don't care. It does the same job. But I feel I get all of here, so I don't want to use this bit here. Maybe I am putting them on the right way, and I'm just full of shit. I've run out of eggs this morning, so I'm having for my breakfast 150 grams of egg whites and 3 chicken sausages in a wrap with a little bit of cheese. Well, not cheese. Not cheese. I don't know if I'm a little bit nervous, and that's why I'm awake. Perhaps. Hello. It's actually 20 to 8 on Friday, like at night. My last update was at like 6 o'clock this morning. So we went to the scan. Baby Thomas is doing great and was wiggling around and waving arms and legs so much he couldn't do testing for Down syndrome, Patau syndrome and Edwards syndrome. I think they're the 3. So they couldn't do that today, which annoyingly they were like, you're actually quite early for this scan. We can't really do this until 11 weeks plus 2, and I'm 11 weeks plus 1. I was like, well, you fucking booked it, not me. Like, don't talk to me and be condescending like I'm early, like I asked for this. You did this. I also had some kind of condescending twat asking me about had I thought that my protein powder might be the thing that's making my digestion slow down so much. No, motherfucker, I hadn't thought about that. And he was trying to talk me through my diet as though I have a poor diet. And I was like, there's people vaping outside. Eating 4 burgers a day, like living off fucking trash constantly. I fucking weigh out my peanut butter. Do you really want to come at me for how seriously I take nutrition? Fucking idiot. So that happened. It went on so much longer than I was prepared for. My appointment was at 8:10, supposedly. My actual scan took place at about 20 to 9. I didn't get home until 11:30. And then I had a blood test booked for 10 to 12. And then I didn't get seen for that until 12:10. It was half an hour late for a blood test. Then I had to haul ass back here, make up some food to take with me to my hair appointment to get my hair done. And I'm very pleased with my hair. So we've got to the point that we wanted to. But then I also had a posing lesson, not me, me teaching, with a girl that goes to my gym who reached out on Instagram about anyone being able to teach her some basics. I said, yeah, let me at it, because she's got so much potential. And I was like, I can teach you a thing or two here. She looked wicked. So that's what I've done. And in amongst all of that, I fed back to my girls. I also, at my appointment today, had my flu jab. It's hit me like a train full of fish guts. And I say that because that's exactly how I feel right now. So I'm going to make some food. Don't want anything, but I feel like I should have something, and then go to fucking bed. Go to bed. Probably before 8 o'clock. That's how today has gone. I don't feel very well at all. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day, she says, as she has said through the whole first trimester. But we are getting somewhere, I feel, maybe at some point soon. I'm going to put pictures of baby Thomas on the fridge. Wiggling away. It's quite nice actually, because I get to see them again next weekend. I'm actually very excited to find out the gender of this baby because I keep referring to it as it. So I would quite like to call them he or she, and know that, so that I can do that. But a few more weeks to wait for that one. Not many though. Christ. It is already flying by, which is crazy. But yeah, that's my evening. Probably a lot of rice cakes. Good afternoon. It is Saturday. It's a little bit later in the day. Full transparency, this morning I felt so shit. I laid in bed till 8:30 and ordered myself a McDonald's breakfast on McDelivery. How very bodybuilder of me. It just goes to show with things like this. Like, there is balance everywhere. As long as I am getting my protein in today and trying my best to stick around my calories, that's all that matters. And I've already had about 100 grams of protein today because I had so much this morning. Just devoured a ham, not cheese, salad cream, salad wrap. I've been to the gym and done some cardio and done some steps, not all. And I need to get Maggie out at some point today, but I'm going to go up to my mum's because she's not been feeling great recently. She's injured her knee and is waiting on an MRI, and it's just getting her really down, to the point where she's actually had to give Andy her ticket to go to the Man City game today. So he's not here, he's doing that, and I figured I'll pick my dad up and go over there and just chill with her for a bit and keep her company. So that is going to be the plan for the day, and when I get back we'll go for a walk, although the weather is absolute trash. And maybe get some food a little bit later on. Finish steps off, have a hoover. It's just boring shit. Boring shit. I'm trying to take it easy today and this weekend because I didn't mention this yesterday because I'd kind of tried to push past it, but I had another bleed yesterday. I wasn't as stressed about it because I figured I'm going to have a scan today. It couldn't really be a better day for me to have a bleed if I was going to have one, if you know what I mean. Trying to look at it positively and put it to the back of my mind because it stopped as quickly as it started. But I'm starting to see a pattern that when I am extremely constipated, and I wouldn't say straining to try and go to the toilet because I wasn't, but any kind of seeing if it will go when I am that bad does seem to cause me to bleed a little. It's not massively alarming now. Now I know better, because it is darker, it's not fresh, it's not bright red, it's brown and a little bit pinky. The first one was anyway. This was very much just brown, so I'm like, that's fine. It's not anything that I am particularly worried about. But when you are extremely constipated in pregnancy, everything in your bowels can apply pressure. Blood vessels in your cervix are already like starting to stretch and have that kind of pressure on them anyway and tension. So it just does cause a little bit of bleeding sometimes. I wish people talked about it more, but they tend not to, about these things, but I would quite like to. I really, I've been writing down all of the things that are happening to me, and I feel like I could write a very, very honest pregnancy book throughout this about, hey, these are the things the books aren't telling you. Don't shit yourself. It's fine. But that's going to be today, and then tomorrow when Andy is back, we are going to go over to Doddington Hall, pick a Christmas tree, and we are going to out ourselves and announce our pregnancy, I think, tomorrow. We've told everyone that kind of we are closer to, good friends, family, that everyone's aware, especially after yesterday. And yeah, we're just gonna do it. Rip that band-aid off. It is, as a chronic oversharer, it is getting harder for me to not say stuff, especially when I'm feeling like shit. And that has very much been the case today. Shitty. Okay, it is Sunday and we are at Doddington Hall ready to pick up our Christmas tree. We're just waiting for Andy, who's gone into the farm shop. So one thing that I'm very pleased about today already is that they've brought this cannoli selection back. They used to have pistachio ones and they just dropped off the face of the earth and you couldn't get them anywhere. But they've brought the lemon ones back, so fantastic. Trained this morning and I've not eaten a whole lot today yet at all. I've not been massively hungry either though, so may have a cannoli. We're just waiting for Andy to do a little bit of Christmas shopping for his aunt and uncle, and then we'll go and pick up our tree and then start putting it up. No. Far too wide. Go on. That one looks good. To your left.
It's a bit wide. Ooh.
Yeah, this will not have sound. So, we are back home. We've had a very nice day. I have decorated the tree, which is all done whilst watching The Grinch, obviously. But yeah, tree is up. Christmas movies are on. My phone is going off because we've told people today about our pregnancy and made it kind of public on social media, and I'm already overwhelmed at like how nice everybody's being. I've just uploaded my vlog where we had our first scan, and yeah, it feels like now just a huge weight has been lifted that we can openly talk about it and it's not a secret anymore. I think it's going to be a lot nicer here on in.